16b, I just want to go over 2 of the questions from the quiz because it seemed like a lot of people struggle with them, specifically question 1a and 1b and question 2 as well. So for 1a, it was find the derivative of g of x equal to 2 to the sine x. And so the short way to do this is to remember that the derivative of 2 to the stuff, so the derivative of 2 to the stuff, whenever your base is something other than e, the derivative is just your base to the stuff times the derivative of the stuff times the natural log of your base. So for this particular question, the derivative of 2 to the sine of x is going to be, well, it's going to be 2 to the stuff times the derivative of your stuff, which is cosine of x, times the natural log of 2. Another way you could do this, although really you want to kind of do it this way, this is the faster way, you could have said, you could have used logarithmic differentiation. Said y equals 2 to the sine of x, natural log of y equals natural log of 2 to the sine of x, and then bring the sine of x down. Natural log of y is sine of x times the constant natural log of 2. Now we differentiate both sides. Derivative of natural log of y, now natural log of some stuff, is 1 over my stuff times the derivative of my stuff. The derivative of sine of x times a constant is the derivative of is cosine of x times the same constant, right? It's like if this was 7, the derivative of 7 times sine of x is 7 times cosine of x. I'm just thinking, oh, well, that's just natural log of 2, it's not 7. Oh, I was trying to do this. Sorry. Okay. So, lastly, we bring over the y. So we get y times cosine of x times natural log of 2. And then we have to actually replace y with what it's equal to. Y is 2 to the sine x, so that goes in right there. And we get our derivative is 2 to the sine x times cosine of x times natural log of 2. You can do it this long way, but you really should try to, if your base is a constant, try to remember this rule for the derivative of a constant base to some variable power. Okay. The other question, question 2, people didn't so much struggle with the derivative part as with the actually breaking this apart. So when you're doing the derivative of the natural log of something complicated like this, the hope is that we actually simplify it into many simpler parts. So I'm going to break this apart in a couple steps here. So f of x is equal to the natural log of the top minus the natural log of the bottom. And I'm going to write the bottom as x to the 4th times cosine of x plus 1 to the 1/2 power. And then we're going to break this apart as, and usually I bring this power down, but I want to kind of wait on that to point out what some people did. So I've got minus natural log of x to the 4th plus natural log of cosine of x plus 1 to the 1/2. Now, a few people missed this in that when you have a minus something plus something, this minus sign has to distribute to each of those terms. So that you actually end up getting a minus natural log of cosine of x plus 1 to the 1/2. The way I always remember it is whatever's on top ends up positive, whatever's on the bottom ends up negative. So I've actually got f of x equal to the natural log of x plus 1 to the 8th minus the natural log of x to the 4th minus the natural log of, I might just write this as 1 plus cosine x, and I'll keep putting the parentheses around the x there. So 1 plus cosine of x to the 1/2. And now, some people took the derivative right here, which is fine, but it's going to be easier, right? Because if you do the derivative of natural log of x plus 1 to the 8th, it's 1 over all that stuff times the derivative of that stuff, and you have to use the chain rule. Instead, well, I mean, you have to use the chain rule, it's a little simpler. Instead, I would rather do one more simplification and say this is 8 times the natural log of x plus 1 minus 4 times the natural log of x minus 1/2 times the natural log of 1 plus cosine of x. Now finally it's time to take the derivative. Constant multiples just hang out. So the derivative of 8 times natural log of x plus 1 is 8 times the derivative of natural log of x plus 1, which is 1 over my stuff times the derivative of my stuff, but the derivative of my stuff is just 1, so I'm not going to write times 1. Minus 4 times the derivative of the natural log of x is 1 over x. And then this last one's limit's actually a little bit complicated. Minus 1/2 times the derivative of the natural log of some stuff is 1 over the stuff times the derivative of stuff. The derivative of 1 plus cosine is 0 plus negative sine of x. So I would just write minus sine of x. I would leave it like that, but some people definitely simplified and wrote it as 8 over x plus 1 minus 4 over x plus sine x over 2 times the quantity 1 plus cosine x. So that's how you do those two problems. I hope this helps clarify some things for you guys. All right, bye.